wanted to start with comment one this fall, so like it's about to get cold, so I could really start dressing.
Oh yeah. You put on your fucking tweed blazer,
throw my little cool caps, and then now my dad he called me today listening to the Last Poets.
I don't even know what that is.
You never listened to the Last Poets?
What's that?
Legit, like just spoken word artists. I think you would definitely like them. Like he called me listening to Mean Machine, Niggas Are Scared of Revolution.
I don't think I know these songs, but yeah, I like. Yeah, send me those. I'll fuck with that.
Yeah, but what's up, y'all? I'd like to thank y'all for tuning in to another episode of the We Want More podcast. I'm your host, Anthony Moore.
I'm Asante Morris.
And we got Pepsi, and today we're with Wild Max.
Yeah, this is gonna fucking suck, people.
Yeah, he's a little under the weather today, man. So we hope he's feeling better. Hope be able to join us last week. You know what I was thinking? He hit us up yesterday because he went to that tailgated at the Eagles-Giants game. And he was feeling fine. And he actually invited us to that.
Yeah, it's a good thing we ain't fucking go. We was just eating half-cooked burgers and shit.
Yeah, we definitely would have caught that stomach virus. Like, shit, they've been recalling me left and right.
Yo, I heard about that because of like regulations getting rolled back from like the FDA and shit.
Yeah, because from the last presidency, a lot of regulations got rolled back as far as like food, houses.
Yeah, that's fucked up because the FDA is like, the FDA is some bullshit already. So it's like when they come up with a rule that's good and then you fuck that up, it's like we're fucked.
Yeah.
Because already, like, we shouldn't be allowed to eat all these fucking dyes and shit.
Please be sure to like, subscribe on whatever platform you listen to this at, whether that be on Spotify, Apple, Google Podcasts, iHeartRadio, wherever you listen at. And please,
YouTube.
Subscribe to the YouTube. But also, if you listen to this on audio, please scroll down and give us 5 stars, man. We almost close to 100 ratings, right? But we know we definitely have more than 100 listeners tuning in. It's thousands of people listening. So, man, that rating definitely be appreciated. It's kind of like how, if something bad is happening and people always think, oh, I'm not going down 911 because I trust that somebody else did it.
Yeah, the bystander effect.
Yeah, and then you just end up getting murdered because everybody just stayed asleep. So, yeah, man, if y'all could, please give us 5 stars, man.
Yeah, or else somebody's going to get fucked. Like somebody if you don't rate this shit 5 stars. I'm gonna hold this dog hostage. Save a dog's life.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give him chocolate.
Yeah.
It's Halloween.
Yeah, so please the chocolate not gonna him. It's gonna be the razor inside.
Yeah. I'm gonna give him chocolate while he's distracted, beat him with a hammer.
Jesus.
I'm sorry, Pepsi. You I didn't mean to make you the butt of the joke. It's just that you can't speak, so you don't know what I'm saying.
Let me see. Show announcements. Where?
Oh yeah, I have. Today is October 21st. We're recording. I have a show on the 23rd. It's gonna be my last one I do at that spot for this year because holiday season's coming up.
Okay, yeah,
so
that makes sense because you do it every last Wednesday of the month, right?
Yeah, and then it's Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas.
Yeah.
Come, what is it? Blue Nook 23rd. That's a Wednesday. If you're listening to this on Tuesday, you'll still have a chance to stop by. Last one of the year.
Yeah,
and then
and it's a free show. It's great food. Great lineup, great host. You and yourself and Christian.
Yeah. Me and homie Christian, we host. Follow me on Instagram. We never do that.
What?
Like the socials and shit. Make sure you check us out. We should do like titles like.
Yeah, we always
captions.
do it at the end. But yeah, make sure if you're looking for any show updates, follow us at the podcast page and our own personal pages, man.
Yeah, well, we can tell them what the names are.
Yeah.
Or we could you want to just put it like a caption?
Yeah.
Like all right. So where I'm pointing right now, my finger is going like this. Make sure you put the caption under my finger.
Yeah. So you got your show at the Blue Nook on Wednesday, October 23rd. Maybe I'll be in so I got some shows next month. November 16th, I'll be in Baltimore. I'll be performing in Baltimore.
Where?
I'm not sure. It's an event for some high school teachers.
Oh, that's good. That's like a community service.
I mean, the event is being put together by a group of high school teachers. I think it's like some type of fundraiser or something like that. But the show is open to the public. So if you're in the Baltimore, Maryland area, and y'all looking for something fun to do, come on through. And Then also November 21st to 23rd, I'll be in Cleveland. Those shows I'll be opening for Sam Morril. Those shows will be at the club called Hilarities. I'm not sure exactly. I gotta figure out where I gotta figure out exactly the name of the venue at the Baltimore show, but I'll have all of that posted in the description.
Okay, so that's November.
Yeah.
December, I don't know what's going on, but we'll get there. But yeah, check out some shows. We're doing live things, and they're fun.
Yeah. But other than that, I guess we get into some questions from the week, man. Some questions from the listeners. Yeah. So first up, man, we got some questions from the listeners. First up is a question for you.
Okay. Question for, what was it? The hair thing again?
Yeah. Some people want to know, what hair products do you use?
There's no like single. That's the thing. Like people ask me.
I'm in there. I'm people.
Okay. There's no product I would swear by. I would say don't use Cantu. Don't use like.
Oh wow.
Apparently, like the ones that are obviously like there's like black owned products that are marketed to black people.
But then they kind of got it's kind of like how BET got taken over.
Yeah, there's things like that. I've heard that like stuff that is marketed to black people but not by black people obviously isn't good. And even some of the shit that we make, there's some.
Don't be out here using Zeus shampoo.
Yeah. We will sell poison to our own people. Yeah. So there's really no product that I swear by, but I literally just shampoo, condition, and thoroughly like detangle, and like I just fucking brush my hair. That's literally it. That might be disappointing because it's not nothing.
No, but I get it because it's kind of like how women be asking us like, "Yo, what's your skincare routine?" And you just wash it. You just throw water on it.
Yeah, I just don't let niggas stress me out.
Yeah.
That's your problem. You letting these men fuck up your pH balance and fucking take your car and shit. Your face gonna break out. I'm sorry to tell you.
You wonder why your hair messed up and you got discharged. It's these niggas.
Yeah.
Oh man. Another question somebody asked. They said VH1 offers us our own bachelor show. What are you calling it, and where are you shooting it?
I'm gonna call it "Which One Will I Fuck First?" And I'm shooting it in Atlanta for sure. Which one I'm gonna fuck first? That one. That's gonna be every episode. That one. I think Atlanta's a good spot because it's like it's a city with like a lot of like actual like black natives and like transplants.
Yeah, you get a good mix of both.
Yeah. New York is a lot of transplants, but you be like, they fuck with white niggas out here. So
right, yeah. And,
the pickings are slimmer than it seems.
It's a good variety where it's like you might be tricked because you see the BBL, but the whole time she's just a realtor.
It's more common.
Yeah, where up here you do a reality show in Brooklyn, it's like everybody up there just standing in a pair of beat up forces, just waiting for you to hand them a rose. Not like the flower, like an actual rose.
Yeah, New York is too freaked out. I mean, Atlanta is too, obviously, but places where you can drive.
There's gonna be some niggas that sneaking the Atlanta line.
I don't know how do you counteract that? Like men, it don't matter your sexual orientation. Like all niggas should be expecting like.
These hands.
All niggas should expect to like get maced or like pepper sprayed and like fucking tased if they're like sexually aggressive. Yeah. It don't matter who you are. Jeffrey Dahmer ass niggas get got too, huh?
Speaking of that just made me think of something. I'm glad you said that. That just made me think of something. So this past week, I did a show in the city. So this was this past Thursday.
Yes.
So Thursday, just a regular night of bouncing around. First spot I had a show at Gotham. That show was great. Show was amazing. Then I had time to kill because I was supposed to do the Cellar later that night, like around 11, but then I did tell some people I would do their bar show in between. And I really didn't want to, but at the same time, I didn't want to cancel on them. I'm like, I said I'll do this before I knew I got these other spots. Let me stay true to my word and still show up. I show up at the show. It really wasn't comedy conducive at all. It was like a bar show. It was a lot of like they had couches along the wall, but everybody else that showed up, they just basically had to stand in the back. And there was this woman on the side just recording me. And like she was holding her phone in a way, and I looked over, I was like, yo, are you recording me right now? And she was like, yeah. And I'm like, yo, can you please put your phone away? And she was like, no, come on, just keep going. And I'm like, no, like I said, I'm like, I already don't want to be here. Like, come on, can you not do this? So I'm like, what do you even plan on putting this on? She was like, TikTok. And I'm like, I want control of my material. So then like she was like, come on, just keep going. And I'm like, and I said to her, I was like, yo, women really don't understand consent when it comes to men. Like I'm telling you, I don't want this to happen to me. I'm uncomfortable with it. And you just like, no, just let it happen.
Yeah. Oh, so now I'm ugly? Why I can't record you? Because I'm ugly? You think I'm fat?
Yeah, man, that shit. I don't know. What are you talking about? Oh, you something niggas getting maced. Yeah, we got that.
yeah. We gotta make sure. I think men.
Just like we gonna carry mace for men. I'm gonna start macing these niggas in the crowd. Let me see. Somebody asked the last question. Somebody said, "How do you feel about black people that support Trump?"
How do I feel about black people that support Trump? I don't know. I don't really trust niggas in the first place. You know what I'm saying? Like I really love black people, but I don't look at somebody and be like, oh, he black, I trust him. So it's not like a surprise when a nigga has a terrible idea. Yeah. Like I knew too many rappers to think that you can just trust. Like I'm good friends with niggas that like still rapping, like been doing this shit since they was like 10, and it's still not working. Yeah. So the idea that you might support somebody for president it's not that weird.
And yeah, because even like that's a great point, because like, you know, listening to rappers, right? I listen to rappers that brag about openly selling drugs to their community and backdooring niggas that they grew up with.
Yeah.
So I'm not surprised when they do somebody wrong and just look out for themselves.
Yeah, you just said that more articulate than I did. Yeah. Thank you, because I was fucking, that shit was giving me some trouble.
Let me see. Well, since we talked about Trump, you want to talk about Kamala Harris popping the balloons?
Yeah, that shit was... Even every time I start to think like she's kind of cool again, she does some weird shit.
I mean, niggas can't deny that she black now.
The not like us. First it was the not like us thing.
And now it is.
And yeah, and it's like, what do you think we do?
I'm telling you. As soon as I find a location for these warehouses, I'm going to put a chain on that door like Coach Carter. I'm telling you.
Hello, ladies. I'm Trey. It's good to be here.
What do you do and how much do you make?
I work in finance, making six figures.
How tall are you?
6'5".
Do you have a plan to vote in November?
Nah, not my thing.
I like it.
I don't know if I'm mad at her or I'm mad at myself. Like, I feel like I'm mad. I'm like, damn, this shit actually is kind of accurate.
No, they gotta have her sit down with Adam 22.
that would get her the white vote too. We gotta get Kamala Harris on baddies. we gotta have her fight Meatball. Yo, if she fight Meatball, I'm voting for her. Yeah. Like, she keep asking, like, what do I gotta do to get black people to vote for me? Yeah. Throw hands with Meatball.
Yeah, because
you can have gloves on.
That's the problem. The whole time we trying to figure out nobody knows what her policies are, is because we ain't get her to go on Clubhouse with Whack 100.
Yeah, she doing all the wrong shit. Like the Breakfast Club, like that's too. Everybody does the Breakfast Club. Yeah. She out going on $1 million worth of game. And listen to Wallow and Gilly talk about fucking him getting like touched in jail and shit. That show was funny as fuck. I love them niggas because it's like his cousin was really in prison, and every like time I've seen a clip of him, he's just making fun of him for getting like taken in the shower.
Shit. But no, also too, man, I definitely, you know, it was a good WNBA season. It was a great WNBA season, and you know, the finals happened, and we have a new WNBA champion. First time in 28 years, man. Waited 28 years for this. The New York Liberty.
The WNBA been around for 28 years?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
The first 20 years was rough. But yeah, New York Liberty. There's no Philly team, so I feel like this. I kind of can take pride in this. Like this is the closest team we got, right?
Yeah.
This is our team.
That's the problem too. We definitely need more East Coast teams.
Yeah,
because it's like we got I know they're expanding to the West Coast. Like they're expanding with the Portland. They're expanding with Portland and Golden State, and then also the Toronto team is coming.
Yeah, those are all places with very manly women.
But
so I feel like Philly we could throw our hat in the ring.
no, we got some nice studs that will hold us down.
Yeah.
But we do need to expand along the East Coast because, for example, like the whole down south region, the only team like that all the down south states has the root for it would be the Atlantic Dream.
How many teams are there? I gotta look that up. I'm about to look it up so I can not be uninformed.
I believe it's, I want to say close to 14 now. I think it's between 12 or 14. Yeah, it's 12. It's 12 teams in that.
Damn, it's only 12 teams and y'all can't watch it?
When it comes to the WNBA, like the Eastern Conference, we have, so you got Chicago, Indiana representing the Midwest. Then you have, in the Northeast region, you have New York, Washington Mystics, and Connecticut Sun. But for the whole down south, you just got Atlanta. Also, too, though, the WNBA, they just announced that they want a new collective bargaining deal because of the growth of the league. So that way they could get a bigger portion of the money that is being generated now.
Sure.
So,
I mean, aren't they still like losing money every year though? Like doesn't the WNBA like actually like lose money existing?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure because I know they were at one point because of, you know, they were opening these arenas. They were opening at these arenas, but now like with them performing in arenas, like they're performing with a lot of these games have been selling out. But
they're still losing $40 million this year. That's kind of bad.
Damn, they did.
I mean, they've never generated a profit.
Damn.
Just watch it. That's really all. Go to the games, watch it, buy a jersey. Real shit though. They got to start selling WNBA panties. That's how they make the money. The jerseys ain't gonna cut it. We need Angel Reese panties. I'm sorry, but we're creeps. Everybody in this planet, it's creepy.
No, that is the money. The money isn't in the outerwear. It's in the underwear.
The money's in the freakiness. Because if you think about it, the NBA is very sexualized. We don't notice it because we dudes, but it's like their whole thing is that they're like physically fit men, and I'm sure that they bring it. Like women will come sit front row. It's like a spectacle for them because these are like fucking 6 foot tall guys and shit. Like they like all that shit.
All muscle.
But like niggas, we sit down there and it's everybody got fucking ponytail and a girlfriend
And fades.
Yeah, a fade and a wife, and it's like the fantasy's over.
Yeah. No, they said when the Liberty won, they said it was going to be a lot of babies getting adopted last night.
Fuck. Yeah, we gotta fucking. I mean, or it's got to be lesbian groupies. Maybe it's not us. Maybe we can't do it. But somebody got to go in there horny. I don't get horny watching the WNBA. That's the problem.
Yeah, no, it's hard to get turned on by women whose feet looks like mine. And also, like, I watched the game. I was rooting for the Liberty to win, but I didn't like the fashion that they won in. Because,
what you mean?
So basically, in the fourth quarter, it came down, like, it was a very crucial play where Breonna Stewart, she caught the ball. And if they wanted to, they could have called the travel on her, and it would have been a turnover. But instead, she put up a bad shot, and it was like the refs almost. It seemed like they waited until she missed to call the foul, and then she ended up hitting free throws, and it went to overtime, and the Liberty ended up winning. But then also the commissioner of the league, they has to be at the championship game just to do the whole presentation of the championship trophy. And when she presented them with the trophy, she had on a dress of the New York skyline. Yeah,
that's very. That's all very suspicious because it's like it kind of seems like they're trying to tie this win into some sort of New York pride in order to like generate, because they losing $40 million. They gonna cheat. If they could cheat, they do find a way to make this shit more profitable. But yeah, you're just making shit freakier.
Also, you know, since we like talking about basketball, I wanted to revisit the whole conversation from when we talked about the Sixers arena.
Yeah,
we talked about the Sixers arena being
people kind of like people are invested in that conversation.
Yeah, no, but I wanted to talk about it because just from hearing from both, like from when we talked about it, you know, just hearing from people that are against the stadium and there are some people that are for the stadium. Like one of the organizations that reached out to us was this organization Save Chinatown Philly, and they gave us some information that I didn't even know about as far as the doctors at the hospital in the area. They spoke out and they had a press conference about this, because I didn't know on game days the plan is to actually shut down between 11th and 10th Street, which would make it harder for people that are in emergency situations to get to the trauma unit or get the help that they need. So it's like, because this street is shut down, that minute or two that they might need to save their life might actually be what caused them to lose it. So that was another issue besides people just being displaced in sorts in Chinatown. But one of the people that did reach out was this Pastor Carl Day. You see his comment on the page?
He's a real pastor?
Yeah. And you know, he is doing some great work in the city. Like, you know, I see him doing a lot of great work, you know, just helping out the youth, helping out young black men. But I know he's one of the people that's for this, that's for the arena being put downtown. And one of the things that he did comment and said was like, are we just going to joke about it or like speak actual facts? And
maybe niggas fucking, I don't care. I'm not a pastor. I don't got no responsibility.
No, but I wanted to add, like, you know, I wanted to be more clear on why I am against the stadium, right? Do I think the Sixers arena will help the economy of downtown? Yeah. I think it will boost and put some more money into the downtown area. I mean, shit, if you take a professional sports team and replace where a Burlington coat factory was, I think you're going to make some more money. Right?
That was a mistake. They rebranded the fucking gallery as the Fashion District and put up a fucking Primark and a Burlington coat factory.
Yeah, we going to kill him with this when I hit Century 21. That was the issue.
A movie theater and Five Below, and that was it.
Right, it's the Fashion District, and the best store here is Ross. That was the real issue.
Well, I feel like no real company wants to like put a store right there, like right next to the train station.
Yeah,
nobody wants to do that.
But so, you know, I do think the Sixers arena will boost the actual economy to the downtown area and will bring in more money to the city. But at the same time, it's like, my issue is, how will it affect the Philadelphia natives? Because when you look at the other cities that have downtown arenas, like we mentioned Brooklyn, Washington, D.C., just a bunch of cities all around the country getting new arenas, how is it actually affecting the locals? Look at city like Golden State, well, Oakland and San Francisco. The Golden State Warriors, they got a new arena, and now it's to the point where the people that grew up watching and like being diehard fans of the Golden State Warriors, they got priced out, and now they can't even afford to go to a game. It's like, you grew up, this was your team, but now it's to the point where the tickets are so high that you can't afford it. You can't even afford to live in the city. So now it's like, all right, it might make the city better, but at the same time, it'll take away the fabric and hurt the culture of the city and the actual people that live there.
Yeah, I like to simplify things, and I know this is a bit of an oversimplification, but corporations and like fucking large companies and these fucking firms that just they take a fucking city hostage and they say, we're either gonna gentrify this shit or we're gonna turn it into fucking Detroit, and everybody's gonna leave. So you either get a bunch of shit that you don't really want or you get fucking nothing. So that's kind of what's happening in Philly. Yeah. I see through this shit. I know it's a little bit deeper than that, but at the end of the day, it's like, do you niggas want to rely on Tubi as your economy, or do you want to have this fucking stadium?
I mean, it's happened to so many towns. It's happened to Cleveland, Baltimore, Houston.
It has happened to Philly a little bit.
Yeah.
I mean,
as far as like rich owners threatening teams, hey, you're going to let me move this to downtown, or I'm going to just take my team to a whole nother city.
Yeah, we just going to fuck up the whole economy.
Shit, even like the Oakland A's. They moving to Vegas now. And it's just like, you already rich. I mean, fuck it. You past rich. You're wealthy. These are billionaires. These are just billionaires looking for ways to hoard more money. So is it really in their best interest to help the people, or are they just deeping in their pockets as if they need it?
Yeah, it's not their fucking selling point is never we're gonna help people. It's that you're fucked without us. So it's either let us operate here and you can get some fucking crumbs, or you not gonna get shit. And I'm gonna tell everybody that I do business with not to do business with you. Like it's like some fucking old western town standoff shit.
Yeah, and in that, I look at the effect of, so all right, so say we get rid of Chinatown, now they're gonna have to move like more outward into like the deeper into that North Philly area, Strawberry Mansion.
I do not fuck with Chinatown. Needs to stay where it is.
And
every city only needs one area to stink, and you can't just be moving the stink around the city. It belongs right there. I love Chinatown. But this shit don't smell pleasant.
But
that's what makes it fucking Chinatown. There's a bunch of that's how good the food is there. You like, this shit stink. Let's go get something to eat. You holding your nose walking into a restaurant with an appetite. Like, that's how good the food is over there.
But that shit is fucked up how like it's going to affect so much, because even look at like when you talk about that whole North Philly area, like in Philly, like you can still get a 1-bedroom apartment for like, you can still get a studio or 1-bedroom for like a solid price.
Yeah, yeah.
Like you could still find like in certain parts of Philly, you could get a 1-bedroom for like $800-$900.
All right, don't be giving away the whole, because I might fucking lose all my money, have to go back, and then some dude from fucking Kansas is gonna be where I gotta be.
And that's the, like, because you're not gonna get the luxury apartment. Like, you're gonna have a white fridge and you're gonna have a white stove, but you could still get a solid place to live. Whereas with them building this arena, right? Next, we know what's gonna come. We know the luxury apartments is gonna come, the condos and all of that. And that's my issue and my fear of what's gonna happen to the city of, now you already making it harder for people that are just struggling to make a living, where it's a move where it just widens the gap between the people that's getting money and the people that really are struggling to get any. And then you got another black community turning into a community to where you got to live, you need a roommate. Like, there's no reason you should have to have a roommate to live in East New York or Harlem or a Washington Heights.
Yeah, it's every city is basically, I mean, that's what happens. You commodify everything. And these like places that like you grew up in like a lower income neighborhood, that shit really is just like your neighborhood. Like, you feel pride in it, you know everybody, but like you come to find out like all y'all don't own that shit. So like the shit you taking pride in could just be swept from underneath you. Like towns and shit and townships and like cities where people actually have like an economic standing, they can basically feel like safe in that, because they know that if anything were to come their way, they could all come together like they own shit. So it's like they can't just take shit from you, but they could really just take everything that niggas hold near and dear, and that's like the shit that I don't think people get.
Right.
That like we like killing each other over shit we don't own, like,
and like this shit is fucking up communities so much and cultures of cities. Shit, where you go to a Jamaican spot now, the lady at the register, she got to be nice to you.
Yeah, that's fucking disgusting. I hate when like somebody is being nice to me against their will. Like, you can tell that they don't want to smile. I was like, don't. Just ask me like, what the fuck you want? What you here for? I'm fine with that, because the food's gonna be fine.
I prefer that.
Yeah, because then I don't gotta be nice.
Yeah, I prefer cultures to stay within their cultures. Like, you ever get in an Uber or a Lyft and like this nigga throw on what he think you listen to? Yeah. Like, I hate that shit.
I don't like that, because it's like, if you want to know what I want to listen to, ask me.
Ask me.
Yeah.
Don't just I get in here and you just throw on some V's. I know you don't listen to this. I know you don't listen to this, Akash. Hey, come on, man. Yeah, like
I actually like hearing, like, I've gotten a lot of, I Shazam like Mexican gospel songs and shit. Like, I like listening to people or just be yelling in Arabic on the phone. I don't give a fuck, nigga. Just But I don't want to hear. I don't want to have get in the car and go from Arabic to Lil Baby because I know that's not your life, man. You don't listen to that shit.
Let me see what else we got going on this week. Oh, Diddy's back in it. There's more updates with him, man. There's more updates with Diddy. So they've actually found out they did some investigating with the baby oil. And the baby oil wasn't just baby oil. And so after some investigation, some testing of the oil, that which is wild. You know how evil you gotta be for niggas to test your baby oil?
Yeah. He had to have knowledge of human physiology to get away with these. Like, that's some like that's evil genius shit. This nigga had beakers and vials and burners and shit.
This nigga Diddy was in a white lab coat.
This nigga's holding shit up to the light like, rub this on your skin real quick. Let's see how long it takes you to fall asleep.
This nigga was forming a hypothesis to sexually assault people. Oh my God, this nigga is evil, man. You really do gotta be evil, because you don't get that on the first try.
No, yeah, it's trial and error.
Yeah, so he's just in some like evil cave doing formulas on the chalkboard.
Yeah, you got like a captain's log, like he takes voice notes and shit. 10 minutes. It's too short. Too suspicious.
He doing tests. He doing tests like Will Smith and I Am Legend.
Yeah. Day 7. Test subject died.
If you out there, I'll be the dogs every day at 6 p.m.
Dog, he's a fucking evil mastermind.
Yeah, that shit is crazy. So they actually found out that the baby oil was laced with
roofies.
Yeah, basically, GHB, which is also known as the roofie drug. So like, that like you rub the baby oil on you, you're like, damn, this baby oil got me a little bit more relaxed than usual. It made me think about you. I actually have a bit about this, about Matt Lauer from the Today Show, where Matt Lauer, he got fired from Good Day. He got fired from the Today Show for sexual harassment because he had a button he would press and that would lock the rooms when he would have meetings with women. And it's just like, why didn't the nigga that installed this didn't think anything was wrong when he asked for this button to lock the room? Because most people would just say, hey, you shut the door behind you. But for him to press it and lock it is like the shit, the evil shit that niggas do when they get money, man, is crazy.
Yeah, there definitely are like, they definitely have like go-to contractors for like evil shit.
Right.
Like Diddy definitely did have like a science partner.
Right.
To like help him put together the formula for the baby oil.
Because he's not making his beats, so we already know he's not making his own. Like,
yeah.
He's not doing,
He don't write his own shit. So he's definitely not making his own fucking roofies. I thought it was like pills. Actually, I don't know anything about roofies. But the fact that you could sneak it into baby oil is some diabolical shit.
Bro, to do that with the baby oil is insane.
And he's still putting his hands on women. Like, to have something that could knock somebody out and you want to do it yourself is so evil. Like, he punching people, he could just rub lotion on their face. He didn't even need to kill Tupac. He could have just rubbed some lotion on Tupac and he'd still be here. He needs to be fucking put.
We gotta find the scientists behind this shit.
Yeah, I bet the people that control the weather and make Diddy's baby oil are the same people.
You got like the go through chemistry class and like all those years of testing to use it to do this. This is somebody that should be out there trying to find the cure for COVID.
Maybe it was an accident, like penicillin or Viagra. Like he was trying to like come up with just like some to relax his muscles. And he fell asleep with a dildo in his mouth, and he was like, "Oh shit, I could use this." Like, we don't know; it could have been an accident, but we know now it's not an accident. And also, 1,000 bottles of that shit, that nigga definitely has to have a lab somewhere to where you can put enough roofies and 1,000 bottles of baby oil. What if somebody bring over an actual fucking baby? Like, This nigga's killing babies too. Like, because I looked at the picture of the baby oil bottles. None of them was labeled. So how would you know which ones are good and which ones are not?
You know, now like a lot of bodyguards are coming out. Like a lot of his former security guards or just associates are coming out saying like, "Hey, we knew these bottles were for us, but these bottles were for the woman." Or
What the fuck?
Yeah. And like they just coming out with all these stories, and it's like, yo, y'all know you know you basically being complicit, right?
Yeah, that's you like an accessory at a certain point. I understand some people coming out now because they're like, well, he had a lot of money and influence, so he probably could have got you fucking killed. But to an extent,
like
you are culpable,
right? Like I understand certain artists where it's like, all right, I'm under contract, or you know, this person has this level of power over me, something. But like when the bodyguards and security guards come out, it's like, nigga, y'all the one that's supposed to be protecting people.
Yeah, and like well, I guess you know how like so if you were to sign an NDA with him and then see that shit, actually no, you can't protect people. You like fucking crimes aren't protected under NDA. So I really I think when you accuse somebody of some shit like that, like you have a right to face your accuser. So like he could just like, oh, that's who did it, and then get you. But it's some people that could have snitched earlier before he decided. Like, I think wasn't the reason he got in trouble this year was because he was beating up Cassie. Like that was the main thing, right? And then all the fucking.
So the thing with the Cassie tape, first he came out and said, like, he basically just dug himself deeper and deeper into the hole. He came out and put up a post saying that like he wasn't going to deal with anybody slandering his name. And like everything that people were saying about him was completely false. So then that's when people uncovered the tape. A lot of this is self-inflicted. You also heard that this new thing is about to happen on Twitter. It's about to be a new update where Elon Musk is actually removing the block feature. So what he's essentially doing is if somebody blocks you, you won't be able to actually interact with their post or anything, but you'll still be able to see it.
I heard that you're going to have to start paying for it too.
That was one thing.
Is that a rumor?
That was one thing he was trying to do. He tried to do that at one point where he was limiting the amount of tweets you could read per day. And it was like if you didn't pay to subscribe to it, but nobody was subscribing to it. It's like this shit is already bad as is.
Yeah, it's fucked up. Cause like the whole reason of blocking people is cause there's like Nazis and porn all over Twitter. Like the whole reason is cause I don't want to see this shit.
Right, cause it's certain people you block on Twitter. It isn't even about the interaction, right? Where it's just like this person doesn't interact with me, I don't interact with them. I just don't want to see their content, or like I don't want them to see mine. So it's like, all right, this person. In some cases, people get blocked because, all right, this person used to harass me. This person used to troll me and send me unnecessary messages. But then at the same time, it's like you said, I might block this person because, you know, I don't have no problem with them, but I work with kids. I can't see Miss B Nasty squirting in the car at 1 o'clock in the afternoon.
I work from home, so I can. That's the beauty of it.
But so you know you gotta certain stuff like that you might block, or you might block like the all the propaganda you see on there now.
Yeah, all the like weird politically charged shit where it's just like there's so many community notes now, and it's to a certain point where it's like
it doesn't make any sense. Like how much he's ruining this app. This app is so terrible that nobody even acknowledges that it's called X now.
Yeah, you
still got to refer to it as Twitter for people to know what you're talking about. Because shit, when I hear X, shit, this is the last thing I'm thinking about. I'm thinking about Rough Riders. I'm thinking about Malcolm. This shit ain't even shit. This shit ain't even top 5 X's. XX Tentacion. I can name the X-Pac. I can name a bunch of.
X-Pac's a good one. That was the one I was thinking of.
Yeah, I can name so many X's better than this shit. Then for him to remove that block feature, but you can't see the likes. I can't see what my girl is liking. She might be liking all types of shit.
Yeah, honestly, Twitter likes was how I learned a lot of my niggas was freakazoids. Because you just out of nowhere, like you saw something, and I was like, oh, let me see what this thing he was, and then it's just feet, long clit, feet. So you know, like, oh, this nigga is nasty. That was fun. That was my way of being a blackmailer.
This nigga, this nigga is liking the big clits while we out hanging together.
Yeah, I'm like, yo, we was.
Yo,
was he looking at this while I was cooking dinner?
We was chilling at this time.
No, it's disgusting.
Yeah,
I mean, not the big clits, but just the depths at which people would go on their Twitter likes. That's gonna be gone.
yeah.
Nosy niggas is gonna be a bad time for us.
Not even just like, or you know, like your girls out here liking tweets like, man, I'm tired of niggas giving me weak dick. Used to know.
I don't need to know that. I don't give a fuck.
No, you need to know. You need to know how the performance was after y'all go y'all separate ways that night.
My whole philosophy on that is, the game's over. Just shake hands and go. You know.
Yeah.
The score ain't tied. You can't go to overtime. You can't worry about it.
You can't win everyone.
Yeah, wait till next season. As long as I know that I played my hardest. And sometimes you just have an off night, man. Like, you know, you work all day. That shit'll fuck you up. You get, you know, you ever wait for some pussy and then you get it and it's just like, damn, I should have pretended I didn't want this.
Yeah.
Cause you think about it all day and then it's just like, oh shit.
Yeah, that'd be the worst. You keep telling her how you gonna kill it.
Yeah, and then you like you psych yourself out.
Right. Yeah, but like, yeah, I get why she stopped talking to me.
Yeah, like in your mind you're like, don't come, and then your dick is here and you like, oh, you said come, and then it's over.
Bro, that's what they need to realize. Like, women need to realize we don't listen.
Yeah.
When y'all say don't come, that's all I'm gonna do.
You can't even say that word.
Right. Yeah.
If you say the word come, then my brain shuts off and my dick takes over.
That's all my brain hears.
Yeah. Like you could say, is your mom coming this weekend? Your mom still coming over this weekend? I don't know why you say that while we fucking. But my dick will go, oh, you said come? All right, cool. My dick is like a dog. You can't say ice cream. You can't say you can't say walk.
For real. You say outside?
You say outside and you ready.
Yeah, I'm at the door wagging my tail.
You say eat, my dick just you already up and ready. It's like a kid, you gotta spell ice cream.
Yeah. Shit.
I think we got everything.
Yeah, we got it.
Oh, the Philly portal. Philly getting the portal.
Oh yeah, Philly is getting the portal, man. That shit is.
That's gonna be exciting.
Yeah.
They probably gonna have to have like security at the portal though. Like I don't think they
for
want to
sure. They had the, you know, they shut down the portal out here.
Yeah, because they might flash their titties.
Yeah, they shut down the portal in Manhattan, and that was in a good, safe area of Manhattan. That was around.
Yeah.
It was on 24th and 5th Ave, I believe. It was like I actually walked by that area yesterday. It was right where you get off like the end of the R train.
Yeah.
So you put the Philly portal downtown. That shit is definitely going to have security because it's going to be kids showing some small town in Portugal how they just got a new switch.
Yeah. Kids gonna be flashing the light on the fucking on the camera. Let me shining the beam at the portal.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think you should be allowed to show titties on the portal. That was actually a good. I mean, I know the girl that did it was probably just drunk, but like that's a good protest. Like that was, I'm still think we need to revisit the whole like free to nipple, like stop sexualizing breasts kind of thing.
But if it's going to be some nipples, I need to see some healthy nipples.
No, I'm saying like
don't go to the Philly portal showing solid titties.
No.
I don't need to see them country cooking nipples.
I think the worse the titty, the more you should be allowed to like if you got some bad titties, you should be able to flash them because nobody, you know, they just for breastfeeding. I get it.
Yeah.
You don't gotta. Yo, if your titties ain't shit, then what the fuck are we taking you to jail for? Like, you know, you should be able to get like if you got some whack titties, you should be able to get like a service dog vest for them, so you can show them and take them on planes. You can have it out on a plane.
These not regular titties. These service titties.
Cause like if you get like if you got like some like implants or you get a lift,
Yeah.
they're clear, like groomed. You can't like bring a poodle on a plane. That's not service titties.
Yeah.
But you got some like some saggy Jones. You got a baby, let them fly.
Shit.
I started off trying to like be like progressive, and I'm a misogynist again. It's good to be back. We didn't even talk about the portal. We just started talking about titties. But yeah, it is gonna be cool to have a portal because like I don't even know like what Philly.
towns?
Well, Philly has like I want to know what people think about like what is it gonna be, Ireland?
I'm not sure. I know one of the places that does have a portal. I believe Ireland, Portugal. Let me actually look up towns.
Yeah, these are places that don't communicate. We don't know how each other are. Philadelphians need to leave more and see how other people operate.
So there are portals in Lithuania, Poland, Dublin, and one soon coming to Brazil.
Oh, that's the titties we need to see.
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely. I definitely need that Brazil portal. For real, man. They got some good ass spam down there. Bro, them Brazil spam titties, the waxes. Yeah.
Yeah, we're children. It's okay. It's okay to be a child. It's like we do this for 1 hour a week.
Yeah.
2 hours, 3 hours. For 3 hours a week, we're children. That's not a lot. It's a good ratio.
Right.
99% adult.
Right. The rest of the week we around being big people.
Yeah. Paying bills, not on time. But paying bills. Fucking go out to restaurants. I'm so nice to service people. I tip.
I'm very nice to service people.
Yeah, like I deserve to be a misogynist for like an hour. That isn't, maybe not. Maybe that's gonna be hard to justify.
I could do a lot in an hour.
Yeah, an hour is not good.
All right, so before we get out of here, back as usual with another one, the Tubi movie of the week. This week we watched The Thriller, and I had mixed emotions about this. Cause I was really like hyped up about it by the title, because I thought it was gonna be some ignorance. But all in all, it was a okay movie. It was an alright watch. This week we watched Do It for the Gram, and this is a thriller, man. This is a thriller. It's starring. Let me see. This movie is starring Claudia Jordan, and she's actually. She's been on a lot of TV shows.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't recognize anybody.
Yeah, Claudia Jordan. She was on Real Housewives of Atlanta.
That's not really a show. That does not count. That's like being on the background of the news.
She was also the model on The Price is Right.
That is adorable, but no, that does not count.
Let's go to her Wikipedia page. I mean, she's been a host on a lot of different things, and I want to give her some more justice.
Yeah, I mean, like,
let me see.
The Price is Right. You said The Price is Right.
Yeah, so
that is just fucking. That's great.
So most of these shows, she was just being herself. She was the model on The Price is Right. I guess when Bob Barker we used to say like, how much you think is that can of soup, she'd be right there. She was on The Apprentice. She's been on a lot of things playing herself. A lot of reality TV. She was also on Love and Hip Hop, College Hill most recently. She's been in some music videos. Wow. Okay, let me see. Okay, she's been in the last music video.
She was in the Throw It in the Bag video. What?
Okay. I need to go back and watch that. Video. She was in Charlie Last Name Wilson video, Splash Waterfalls.
She was in the 3-6 Mafia video.
I want to know.
Late Night Tip. You know that song?
Yeah, damn. She was killing it in the early 2000s.
All right, let's put some respect on her name then, because I mean, again.
No, these were all good. These were all amazing songs, we got to get her in another video. Her last video can be Benzino featuring Bobby V.
Yeah, LL Cool J making music again. We can get her in one of them videos. That's respectable. LL Cool J is like an old head that can make some new shit, but it's like, it's not embarrassing.
Yeah, so this movie starring Claudia Jordan. It was directed by Vernon Snoop Robinson. I believe, and I know the director is from Dallas, Texas, so I believe that's where this movie was shot at because I did see some Dallas influences, well, some Texas influences in this movie. In this movie, it's about a professor. It's about a college professor that has her private life exposed. She's exposed one day by her students, and it messes up her reputation. She ends up going through a lot of hardship, losing her job, and she wants to get revenge. And, I expected something a little bit different. I thought this would be a good watch, leading up to Halloween. You might want to get, you looking for that. Like, we talked about how it's hard to kind of watch a movie every day for like the 31 nights? How many nights is in October? Is it 31 or 30?
31.
Okay, yeah. So, it's hard to watch that 31 nights of horror. So I figured do it for the gram. I saw the knife on there. I thought this might be a good watch. But what we kind of realize is that when you have people that are like right there on the cusp of success, like people that actually do real stuff, when they try to make a good movie, I'd rather just see some niggas put together something bad.
Yeah, like this is like Lil Fizz level.
Yeah, it's not as bad as Run Nixon. It's definitely not.
Nothing is. And the fact that I know he was selling pictures of his ass, I'll never if I was he wouldn't be allowed to come to my house for Thanksgiving if he was related to me. Cause that's some bullshit. Cause damn, nigga. The bull from the Cosby Show or something? He worked at Trader Joe's.
Oh yeah.
He could have did that for the same amount of money. That's respectable.
And that is crazy that niggas is recognizing side characters at the register.
Well, he was on the Cosby Show, right? Was that what it was?
I think so. Oh, matter of fact, no, Jordan from Bernie Mac show. I think he worked at T-Mobile.
That's a better example.
Yeah.
Well, child actors, they always get the money gets taken by their parents all the time. So that makes a little bit of sense. But it's like it explains Real Housewives. Yeah. Was that what she was on?
Yeah.
I respect going a different route, like after your career. But whenever I see somebody do a reality show, I know like this is it for them. I didn't like this movie. It was a sleeper.
Yeah. This movie, it was, and we talked about this before, where it's these movies that just go on and go. Like there's no twist. It's like, okay, like everything in this movie kind of made sense, but there was a lot of plot holes also. So it's like this is the type of movie where you watch and you go, okay, this happened, so then this happened, so then this happened, and then this happened, and now we're at the end. It was no really twists and turns throughout this movie to be a thriller. It was like it kind of led you down just a straight, narrow path, and you kind of knew what to expect. You see, this movie, it has a 4.2 on IMDb. This one person gave it a 1. They said, yikes. I've seen a ton of Tubi movies, so I didn't think it could be that bad. But man, they proved me wrong. It's so unbelievably cheesy. Whoever filmed it has no clue how to shoot good angles. Yo, niggas are mean, yo. This other person gave it a 1 out of 10 and said, this is a school project, right? It's so bad.
Yeah, Claudia Jordan definitely deserves better than this.
Pathetic and embarrassing in every single aspect. Yo, y'all gotta chill. These are like actual people.
Damn, they're writing paragraphs. None of these Tubi movies have any kind of like thought out reviews. Somebody said my dog could do a better job.
Do not waste your time on this other garbage. Well, I wish I would have told me before. God damn.
Yeah, they don't even know she was on The Price is Right. Give her a little bit of grace. God damn.
No, but outside of the bad reviews, we did have one person give it an 8 out of 10 that left a review. They said this movie is an unrecognized gem away from the beaten paths. Let me see.
I'm pretty sure one of the actors wrote this. It is a captivating and alternative way of telling a dark and brutal story. Yeah, they paid somebody to write this shit. There's no way any human being that can like write with such perfect grammar actually like the movie.
Yeah.
Like if somebody was like, yo, this shit hard, nigga, I would be like, okay, that's real. That's a real 8 out of 10. That's not a real 8 out of 10.
Nobody that watches Tubi has this well of a vocabulary.
Yeah, this is the only Tubi. So like, she gets fired for. She didn't even do porn. She just like. She got fucking gangbanged at Freaknik. That's the plot of the movie. She got gangbanged at Freaknik, and somebody took a video of it, and the video got leaked.
But
they didn't even show the video. I'm like, this is the only Tubi movie about porn, but didn't show no porn. Oh yeah, that's my favorite line in the movie.
Yeah, it was only 3 of them, but and also like I don't. When I watch Tubi, I don't like the undertones of like slut shaming.
Yeah,
I don't like sex. I might not drink after you, or want to be seen out with you, but I'm not going to hold that against you. And also, I don't think especially I could see if she was teaching like minors, where this is a college professor, like she's an adult teaching adults, and she got caught up doing the adult act. I don't think nothing is wrong with that at all. I hate that your sexual history or even like what you're currently doing sexually is being held against teachers as long as it's not affecting the students. Like, how teachers are getting in trouble for having like OnlyFans accounts and stuff like that. Yeah,
that should only be like, I guess if you teach underage kids, like, and then they find it.
But even then, they shouldn't be able to. Because like, like if you have like a OnlyFans is the account, you got to subscribe to it. It's not like this is being shown on the Instagram or anything. Like, this is totally separate. So like, yeah, when it comes to like the shaming, I don't think that should affect you as a teacher, as a professor.
I know. I think the reason that they fire these teachers that do OnlyFans is I think they're lying about the reason why they fire the teachers. You ever work like a minimum wage job or something, and then they tell you don't accept tips because it makes it look like you don't pay me enough? But it's like, y'all don't. Right. I think that's why they don't want teachers doing OnlyFans, because they don't want the image of America being like, our teachers have to fucking spread their pussy to make rent.
Damn.
But they do.
Damn, that's a good ass point. Because then they would have to pay teachers what they rightfully deserve. But since they not, shit, gotta put this light up anal tour in your ass.
Yeah, and they don't want people to like think, because so many are doing it that they're trying to brush it off as like, these are very inappropriate people, these are outliers. And it's like, not really. It's a lot of teachers, even from my own experience, they had weddings coming up, they didn't know how they were going to pay for it. If I knew I could have gave them $5 to see their butthole, I would have supported my teacher. They don't want us crowdfunding because they don't want communism. They don't want us to be together.
For real, I would have told my teacher, you know what? We'll throw the pizza party for you.
Yeah, man. We should be allowed to like, I think GoFundMe, that's my problem with it. Because you like, give me money, I'm going through something. Mm-hmm. And I get that. But then it's too much on like people to come out of the grace of their heart and shit. Like, there should be more. It should be more common for us. Like, look, I don't know how to make rent. Here's my dick. You know what I mean? So it's like, I'm giving you something. Yeah. It's just a fair exchange. It's not even about,
right.
I'll bend over. It's my asshole. Trying to get a PlayStation 5. But they just be like, please, I want to make rent. Why do you deserve to make rent? This nigga showing his ass.
So she gets this video exposed of her, being intimate at Freaknik. And we later find out in this movie that the person that actually released the photos, the person that actually released the video of her were students that didn't like her. Yeah, that's also what I checked out too, because one, like I said, I don't like slut shaming. Do you? But at the same time, that's a crime. Like, he's basically saying, like, he said it right there. We have more explicit content of you, and we plan on releasing it. That's a federal offense.
Yeah, and it just doesn't make sense for the movie to proceed any way other than, okay, suing you for revenge porn, suing you, like, it just made it hard to believe in. The suspension of disbelief where a drug dealer has to kill his plug to try to make some more money to, deal with the incoming baby. It's tired, but it makes sense. That don't make no fucking sense.
Yeah. Wow.
Crystal the doll having a fat ass, I understand that. She's a stripper. Makes sense.
Damn, and this movie just came out too. This movie came out September 14th, 2024. This movie hasn't been out that long. It says it has an estimate budget of over $100,000.
What did they use that for? The camera? The camera work wasn't good. Damn.
But that's why we do like to spotlight these movies, because like we say, man, even if a movie is bad, it takes a lot to make a bad movie. A lot of people had to see this script and agree to this shit. If y'all looking for a thriller to check out Do It for the Gram.
Yeah, but I actually don't fucking watch it. Unless you really like Claudia Jordan. Like if you're a big fan of her work, then sure. It's her movie. Watch it. What else was I about to say about how much I hate this? Fucking, I don't know. There was something else. Oh yeah, the movie's called Do It for the Gram, and like she gets exposed for doing some fucking 95 Freaknik. It's like, what is this?
Yeah.
Right. She didn't even do it for the gram. Did it for the fucking Betamax. I think they had the idea, but they like forced the whole Freaknik thing into it. Cause it's like, why couldn't they just make her somebody that got an OnlyFans or some shit? Like, why couldn't they make it make sense?
Yeah.
Like a 90s video of you in a gangbang? How would just now get out?
Yeah, so if y'all are fans of Claudia Jordan and y'all want to see what she's been up to, check out Do It for the Gram. She was also in Sharknado 5.
Just watch the fucking Throw It in the Bag music video. You can get that's probably the best place to see her, because she was on a lot of Real Housewives of Atlanta seasons.
Oh shit!
She was in Sharknado 5.
Just watched her throw it in the bag. Oh shit! Yeah, man.
I don't like that we making fun of this lady's career, but this movie sucks. It really isn't a good movie.
Yeah, this was a bad one, man.
We went better for the Queens. Got to stop doing these movies.
And it's like we really tried to step outside of the NCU this week.
Yeah, and that was our mistake, because this is like watching a fucking like the the NCU movies. Those are like the Marvel nigga shit, and this was like DC.
Yeah.
I was like, this shit don't even make sense.
We definitely appreciate y'all for tuning in to another episode, man. We appreciate all the returning listeners, all the new listeners. We definitely appreciate y'all. Yeah, keep sending them questions through. Send them questions through. We definitely appreciate that. If there's any cities y'all want to see us performing, definitely let us know. And yeah, follow us on all our social media pages, man. And we be back next week with another one. Yeah, so it's been a good one.
Oh, rest in peace, Ka. We forgot to mention that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he passed away in between the last episode, like last week.
Yeah. Ka was a Brooklyn rapper, and he was also a firefighter, right?
He's a firefighter, and apparently he was fucking first responder on 9/11. So he's been a firefighter for a while.
Wow.
But like he was cool because he was a rapper that like didn't really do it seriously until he was like late 30s, 40 or some shit. So like he was just he didn't come from like younger guy who everybody knew, and then he like grew up and then like made some different shit. Like he kind of made his image as an older guy, and I just appreciated that because he died at 52, which is fucking sad. But like there's such a stigma against being an old rapper, and it's usually because like they're just like holding on to something.
Right.
But he was like putting on for like just like writers and shit, like people that just love the craft.
Damn.
Yeah.
So yeah, he was 52. He originally also known as Brownsville Ka. was a Brownsville native, and
It's just too many fucking.
it's too young.
Yeah, dude. It's like
52.
every week a young rapper gets shot, or an older rapper dies of complications.
When it's like, it would be nice for some of our rappers to just go from natural causes. I want, our Snoops and Slick Rick and Nas. We want them to grow up to reach a James Earl Jones age.
Yeah, we want a fucking 80-year-old wisdom. Like we want like the kind of fucking person that like Snoop Dogg is. We want somebody like that to be 80 and then discuss the previous 80 years of their life. But these people, they don't even really get time to reflect.
Yeah.
Like they reflect on their youth, but they don't really. You never see a sit down with an artist that's like, hey, how do you feel about your life now that you feel like you've lived it, you've retired, you don't do anything else anymore? Yeah, this guy, the fucking Ka was like, I don't steal from rappers, but I think like comedians, we like the ones that like listen to rap music and shit. Like the writing does influence the way that we see like stage performance and like cadences and like all that shit. Like it all goes hand in hand.
No, the writing definitely influences us because a lot of people don't know this. One of my jokes, I don't know if you ever heard me do this joke. I got a joke about having a gay Jewish lawyer.
Yeah, I think I've heard you do that one before.
Yeah. When I got that from listening to Eminem. I got that.
Really?
I got that listening to Eminem Criminal, where he says, what made me think about that, he got this one line where he said, hey, is me, like about Versace. And he was like, I was just checking the mail, get it checking the mail. Like that line, that's what like literally I was writing, listening to Eminem, and that's how I thought of that.
Damn, that's actually really interesting. Fuck, we just jumped into a really interesting conversation.
Right, yeah.
Because, I mean, yeah, like, so Ka specifically was just like, he was like a word economy dude. Like, he would use the least amount of words possible to, like, get to a punchline, which is what you have to do for comedy. Because you add one extra word and the joke will not work.
Right.
Or just like the punctuation. Like, you listen to Project Pat and the way he accentuates the last word, everything. Like, that's like a tool that as a comic you could use where you go da 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 pow. This shit all goes hand in hand. Music and all this other shit.
Yeah.
It's interesting. But yeah, the fact that you stole from Eminem, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, man. So yeah, definitely, man. Definitely, that's another thing. Rappers, take care of yourselves, man. And I mean, some stuff is just out of your control, and it's just like sometimes when it's your time, it's just your time. But it's definitely sad that we keep losing rappers, and because shit, we would love to see them grow old. And it's like with rappers, we know how a lot of them come up. So it's like when, like you said, they reach the point in their lives where they should be enjoying their success and they just have it taken. Yeah,
and a lot of so we're seeing like a lot of like 40s, 50s, like these are black people. They're passing away. We know for a fact that if they grew up around like 90s, 80s, they were exposed to a lot of fucking like lead and fucking irritants and chemicals and shit. So you know how there was like lead paint fucking chips. The kids was eating them and shit like
that. Them spraying them messing up the air, spraying like for mosquitoes and stuff like that. The water.
Like I think a lot of shit is coming back to like haunt people now. Like I think a lot of people, you know how they say like cigarettes or like you do this one thing a certain amount of times, it'll take like a year off of your life. Like I think we're seeing where these things come into play, where like certain things will cause you to have an earlier death. Yeah, you know, shit that is gonna affect, you know, people that come from poverty before anything else. So yeah, this shit is it's not fucking cool, and we really should look into this shit more, because it ain't all that niggas like mac and cheese and we don't exercise. Like that's not all it is, right? Because that makes it too like personal. I get the eating healthy shit, but telling like your uncle, like, yo, you gotta make sure you eat healthy or you're gonna die. Like, for sure. But there was a lot of other shit going on that affects a lot of us. I'm glad we saved this for the end because that's depressing as fuck.
Yeah, no, but it's definitely. I'm glad you mentioned it because, yeah, man, rappers, we want y'all to take care of yourself. And also, man, if you're not familiar with Brownsville Ka music, check it out. Check it out. He has a bunch of albums that you could check out. Download all his music. That's what I like to do. Even if I might not listen to a rapper after they pass, I still download it just because I know the stream's going to go to their family.
Yeah, even if you just listen to it one time, like, you didn't do it before.
Yeah. On that note, we going to get out of here. Definitely appreciate y'all for tuning in. And join us again next week, man. It's been a good one. I'm Anthony Moore.
I'm Asante.
And Pepsi is out. And we out of here.